Is that a warehouse? Looks like it. Look, if you have any other game ideas you want to see from a console standpoint, feel free to let me know, and if I have them, I'll go ahead and set them up. If not, I'm going to be creating a list of games I need to get. Yeah, from what I've heard right now, this Expedition stave through will become a normal playthrough once yeah, do they extend it or say, hey, you can pick up your expeditions for this next series? That would be cool. I probably will continue on this one just because my normal playthrough doesn't have much. Yeah. Oh, what console are you on then? I thought you said you were on PC games. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, that's right. I do remember you saying that. Because I used to be on Xbox a lot, but not so much anymore. Actually, I got rid of all my Xboxes. I had, like, 4 of them. And then I just never got the Xbox One because my buddy played on PlayStation, so I got the 4. And then decided to stick with the 5. Let's panic. That seems like a great thing to do. Why? Yeah, I really didn't think that would work, but that just sounded fun. Yeah, the funny thing is, actually, I wasn't a big fan of PlayStation. Now, I've had the 1, the 2, and the 3 before. Well, I've had all of them before previously. I had the PSP, but I preferred Xbox. And I thought, yeah, exactly. I thought the controllers felt weird. And, yeah, I ended up... The 4, actually, I didn't think they felt as bad. But, I ended up always being mainly on Xbox. The 2 I liked pretty much, was okay, but my brother had the first one, so we used that a lot, and I had N64, which, if you talk about weird controllers, the N64 probably is one of, I don't know if it's the weirdest, but it's definitely up there with the way it was set up. But, so we used to play on his PlayStation quite a bit, and the old controllers felt weird. The 4 still was different compared to the Xbox, but my brother always told me the Xbox felt weird, and now the funny part is he went from PlayStation to Xbox, and here I am on PlayStation now. The 5, the Xbox controller and the 5 feel quite a bit the same. Yeah, the Dreamcast, my brother had that. Used to have the little cards that you put inside, and like on tennis, you used to be able to play tennis off the controller. You didn't have to look at the TV and different things. That gave you all the different emotes or whatever I guess they would have called back then. But yeah, that thing was awesome. He would get all kinds of burn games for that. I never had that one though. That was probably back when my brother was more of a techie person than I was. Now I'm a computer professional. Yeah, I used to play Roller Tycoon. Yep. That I actually played more on PC than anything, but yeah, I used to play that here and there. Sims, I had like the first Sims, I had like every expansion. And that's, probably something I shouldn't admit, but I did. I still have The Sims 4 somewhere. My kids like when I play that, because they name all the people. Yeah, a lot of fails. Did you do like Civilization and those games as well, or were you more of just that? Yeah, my wife loves The Sims, but I used to like Civilization and any of those kinds. Sim City, I used to like a lot. The older versions, the new ones still are not as good. I can't remember what it was, but they used to have one where was it Civilization? You went through time all the way up to the nuclear age, and then you'd always end up with a nuclear bomb going on. That was good times. Send in the hurricanes. I believe Civilization 5 is coming out as part of, actually it probably is now, who would think that we're actually into April pretty good. I think it's one of PlayStation's free games this month. I have to check. I haven't gotten my free games yet. I've got a ton of the games from that too that I've never played. Yeah, man, I haven't played that in a long time. I got it on mobile. It was supposed to be like the original SimCity on mobile, but it just wasn't the same. And I played that for a little while, but I still just can't get into cell phone gaming or even tablets. It's just not. It's just crappy to me. Yeah. Now, if you're playing like solitaire, that's fine. But just. I used to do, what was that? I think it was just called AFK Arena, something like that. I used to do that one. Alright, now the shit's getting real here. And, like, what kind of immersion ones? Like, are you talking about like flight simulator styles, or what specifically? I've never got into anything quite like that. This is as much as I've gotten into with the space side of them. But I probably would enjoy it. But a lot of those, I've never seen any that were done great for console. And I only had a gaming PC for a short time. Okay, now that's not, Elite Dangerous is not on console, is it? Or is it on Xbox? Because I was interested in that, but I don't believe it's on PlayStation. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But I haven't looked into it, but oh crap. Gotta fill my stuff here. But that is definitely a game that I'm interested in. But I just recently learned about it. Crap, come on here. These walkers can be a pain. Where'd he go? Especially when you don't reload. I don't know if you were in here, I was saying earlier, I'm working on getting some sounds set up to where you can play sound effects and yell at me and things. But so far I haven't been able to get them working. But I have to set up a couple of Ren and Stimpy sound effects or something like that that just yells at me for doing something stupid. Maybe throwing some Pinky in the brain. Alright, I'm gonna have to check that out. Because I've heard a lot of people talk about it, and it's something I want to get. But this I just got a month ago or so. A little less than a month now. It's funny, I wanted No Man's Sky when it came out, and back then I used to game a lot with one of my buddies who doesn't really play as much anymore. And he's like, nah, it's stupid. And from what I've seen in the beginning, it wasn't near as good as it is now. But I was like, man, I want to get that. I always kept saying I want to get it, but I kept hearing people say, it's not that good. Somebody said they would give it to me for free. They hated it so much. I was like, all right. Well, then they never gave it to me. So I finally just was like, saw an ad for it somewhere, and I was like, you know what? It's on sale. I want it. I'm buying it. I told my wife I was getting it for me for my birthday. Oh, come on. Why is it every time I try to... I don't mind that. I don't mind games that... I like games that are... even WoW style, where it was very... what's the word I'm looking for here? I am not a word person. Like farming. You have to do a lot of farming and different things. That doesn't bother me. I don't mind grinding stuff out. That's what I was thinking, doing a grind. The only time things get to me is when I feel like it's impossible for me to do. But I really haven't come across a lot of games that come in that category. Man, I gotta get my shield back up. Oh, jeez, freaking life support. No wonder my shield's almost gone. Come on. That was... Okay, that sounds pretty... So is Elite Dangerous mostly like a spaceship flying for most of it, or... What is that you're watching, Door? Okay, that was a great song. I appreciate that. I need to make that my soundtrack now for my streams all the time. Gigantosaurus, that was awesome. Yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty cool. I typically was not into flying games previously, but they've gotten better. My big problem before was they were always just felt, unless you got a flight simulator. Flight simulators were pretty cool, but you always had to have a really good PC or something to do anything with them.